it's two type of people in life. It's people that wake up and wish they had it. And it's people that wake up and go get it. We go get it, baby. Photo poor, so photogenic. All I know is to go get it. Shoot my shot, now I ain't gon' miss it. All I know is to go get it. All my life I've been a go-getter. All I know is to go get it. Wake up in the morning, kiss my son, then go get it. Go get it. Go get it. Photo poor, so photogenic. All my life I've been a go-getter. Wake up in the morning, kiss my son, then go get it. Top floor, top dog, like I just signed a TDE. Gang, gang, gang. No, we all gotta eat. Up late, bills due, rent due.
Tonight on EA Sports, Super Bowl 60.
I told my boys, it ain't no limits. Told all my dogs, it ain't no limits. Put your head in the game, head in the game, head in the game. Head in the game, head in the game. I'm whipping and track out with messed up suspension. I drove it so fast that I blew out the engine. I kept it too real ever since the beginning. I play offensive D, I might switch my position. Lil' mama was thirsty, so I had to quench. I'ma drive real fast, cause you know I shoot quick. Just like traffic Kelsey, I be having emotions. Just like a lamb, man, you know I'm exploding. My heart cold, bad, I ain't got emotions. I'm going hard, yeah, you know I'm devoted. We running streets, yeah, you know we control it. She love the kids, she be busting it over. I'm quarterbacking like I'm Kyler Murray. Trying to win, I'm up at practice early. Going crazy, I just real Jersey. It's the first half and we done dropped 30. We just up to scoring them boys, man. I told my boys, it ain't no limits. Told all my dogs, it ain't no limits. Put your head in the game, head in the game, head in the game. Head in the game, head in the game.
Money on my mind, head in the game. It's like I scored again, diamonds on them dance. I can hear the music playing with the bands. Crowd going wild, dived in the fans. I'm locking in on a mission, I turn on my vision. You young, she get like me. I got your shorty, she with me. I gave her a jersey, I told her to join my team. It's best you go where it's safe. You know how I play, I get to a sack like Frank. You can teach money to fly, I turn it up hop. I catch it and go to the bank. It's crazy, I'm used to the lights, I'm shining so bright. This visor to cover my face. You see me working and working, I'm getting it done. And soon they be feeding me grapes.
I told my boys, it ain't no limits. Told all my dogs, it ain't no limits. Put your head in the game, head in the game, head in the game. Head in the game, head in the game. They screaming my name when I walk in the building. Yellow diamonds on me like I play for the Steelers. I'm in the field, yup, just like a Steeler. Oh, this your girl, my band had the Steeler. I hop on the beat and I float like a real.
Tonight, it's Madden NFL football. Super Bowl 60.
I told my boys, it ain't no limits. Told all my dogs, it ain't no limits. Put your head in the game, head in the game, head in the game. Head in the game, head in the game. I'm whipping and track out with messed up suspension. I drove it so fast that I blew out the engine. I kept it too real ever since the beginning. I play offensive D, I might switch my position. Lil' mama was thirsty, so I had to quench. I'ma drive real fast, cause you know I shoot quick. Just like traffic Kelsey, I be having emotions. Just like a lamb, man, you know I'm exploding. My heart cold, bad, I ain't got emotions. I'm going hard, yeah, you know I'm devoted. We running streets, yeah, you know we control it. She love the kids, she be busting it over. I'm quarterbacking like I'm Kyler Murray. Trying to win, I'm up at practice early. Going crazy, I just remember Jersey. It's the first half and we done dropped 30. We just up to scoring them, boy, man. I told my boys, it ain't no limits. Told all my dogs, it ain't no limits. Put your head in the game, head in the game, head in the game. Head in the game, head in the game.
Money on my mind, head in the game. It's like I scored again, diamonds on them dance. I can hear the music playing with the bands. Crowd going wild, dived in the fans. I'm locking in on a mission, I tunnel my vision. You young, you should get like me. I got your shorty, she with me. I gave her a jersey, I told her to join my team. It's best you go where it's safe. You know how I play, I get to a sack like Frank. You can teach money to fly, I turn it up hop. I catch it and go to the bank. It's crazy, I'm used to the lights, I'm shining so bright. It's vital to come on my face. You see me working and working, I'm getting it done. As soon they be feeding me grapes.
I told my boys, it ain't no limits. Told all my dogs, it ain't no limits. Put your head in the game, head in the game, head in the game. Head in the game, head in the game. They screaming my name when I walk in the building. Yellow diamonds on me like I play for the Steelers. I'm in the field, yup, just like a Steeler. Oh, this your girl, my band had the Steeler. I hop on the beat and I float like a river. I caught a TD, yeah, right across the middle. I'm speaking facts, boy, you telling riddles. Can't hang with the gang, so we had to sit them down. I'm in LA, riding around in the Rams. My dog just called, say he finna touchdown. When I call a play, you won't hear a sound. Hold up, money call it right now. I gotta go and get it, and it don't matter how. All I know is me, yeah, I'm 10 toes.
Tonight, it's the National Football League. Super Bowl 60.
Years of champions have come and gone. Who will claim number 60 as we're off in the 2026 Super Bowl? And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
From the 27, Young. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. Didn't get it by much, but bottom line, got the first down. Avoiding that 3 and out. How vital is that on the first drive?
To me, it's like the first round of a boxing match. You know, it may not mean much right then and there, but you'd rather not lose it, right? So you want to go ahead and get it, kind of establish something early, and hope it can carry through.
And incomplete on the deep ball. Well, if those at home were wondering if we were going to see some offense in this Super Bowl, I think your answer was right there. Incomplete, but they take a big shot early.
Like the script, if they get the big play early, so much the better. But if nothing else, they send a message. They're going to be aggressive in this game.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. He gets it to his running back, Rashad Penny. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 32-yard line. A handoff as they run the counter play. And he'll get this just inside the 30-yard line. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
On second down, McClellan, just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it third down at 6. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Young on third down, eluding the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
I think that's a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let him get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. And his kick here is good. 3 points, probably not going to win this Super Bowl, but at least you get something on the opening drive.
And it's certainly not going to lose it. So the bottom line is, come away with the points now, come back and get greedy later, and try and put it in the end zone.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And, Charles, one of the big stories this week, the head coach of this offense seeking his 3rd Super Bowl title. He is no stranger to the big game.
He's not a stranger to it at all. In fact, I think he's very comfortable with the stage that is the Super Bowl. We know it hasn't all been roses for him because he's had his share of disappointments. But just when we write him off, his guys always seem to deliver. And here he is now with a chance to make history and be one of just a handful of coaches with 3 Super Bowl rings. That's impressive.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now this time he'll look to throw. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. About 3 yards there to the 27.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is second down.
Typically on the read option play, when we talk about responsibilities, we're talking about what the quarterback has to go through. How about the inside linebacker, though? His job on this play, shadow the quarterback and hold him to a short gain.
Oh, Young loses it, and it's picked up by the Chiefs.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, these are going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. We've got a lot more ahead of us here in Super Bowl 60. Second quarter coming your way next. It's a 3-point game here early. The NFL on EA Sports continues right after this message. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. And he can muster only a couple here to the 24. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the 1st down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense, and know what they say. Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, they got a takeaway on the last drive with an interception. How about this sack as a terrific follow-up? And that keeps pressure on this offense, and it could force them into more rush decisions or another turnover.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up. Off play action. Fitzgerald sliding out of the pocket. Now he'll let it go deep right side. He's got a man complete. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A great play there. 85 yards. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. Point after here coming up. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Now a throw here, hauled in. It'll go as a gain of 4. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Zaire Franklin. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them, and they took advantage of it there. Got a nice interception and set up their offense in great shape.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Chiefs continue to look good here in the first half of this Super Bowl. CD, for them, this has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Young on first down. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. He was a 1,000-yard receiver during the regular season, and that's his first catch of this Super Bowl, and he picks up the first down. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. We have reached the 2-minute warning. In fact, just under 2 minutes to play in the opening half of this year's Super Bowl. A first down throw for Young. Escaping, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the first down sack. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. Another try after the first down sack. Young. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Already down 2 scores. They're going to go for this rather than settle for 3. Looking to throw, Young. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. 4th and 2, they got it. That was kind of that gray area. Is that a feel thing, whether you go run or pass there offensively?
I think it's a feel thing. It's a tendency thing about what you like to do yourself on offense.
Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. To try again after the sack. Young. He finds his man, complete. It's Baker. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. They'll wind up getting 10 back there as it'll leave them with a 3rd and 5. Young to throw it. And it's caught. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Fourth down, Young. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Chiefs are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. I appreciate the aggressiveness trying to go for it there on 4th down, but you're in the red zone, had 3 points in your back pocket. Instead, Charles, they throw it away.
Certainly a big call to go for it on 4th down. As you said, in the red zone, definitely going to cost them 3 points, and we'll see how that affects the game as time goes on.
So time perhaps for one final kneel down before they take this lead to the locker room. And with time running down, they go down to a knee. So it's halftime here on sports' grandest stage in the Super Bowl. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl from the 10. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And I would imagine this is where you have to take stock of the situation, CD, and say, guys, we're halfway to the Lombardi Trophy. Let's not slow down now.
And I like the way you went there. Let's not slow down now, because the first half certainly went their way. And I would expect them to continue that type of a game plan. But you're right. You do think back to Super Bowl 54. 49ers had a double-digit lead in the fourth quarter, couldn't hold on. So plenty can still happen.
Hands it off out of the gun. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary now on 3rd. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4 down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And touchdown. A great effort there. His second touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Chiefs will extend their third quarter lead here in this Super Bowl. Now for the point after. And it's 21-3. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And Young's throw there incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
On 2nd and 10, Young. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. And the Chiefs are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least... That's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. From the gun, they'll try to run it, and he'll get it down to the play to the 37. Another 6-yard carry, same as last play. First down. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice, steady gain.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Up next, the biggest quarter of the entire season. At the end of that, we get to crown a champion. We are through 3 here in Super Bowl 60. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now a handoff as they run left side. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there. 4th and 3.
Now that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the first down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
So on 4th down, Andy Reid decides to send in the field goal unit. It'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Those Super Bowl hopes that they had really dwindling now here in the 4th quarter. That NFC crown that they got 2 weeks ago seems like a distant memory as they have been outplayed tonight. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down. They'll look to throw here. Flushed, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Now back to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 38-yard line. Looking to throw. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. Touchdown! From 19 yards away. And the Falcons are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. Extra point right down the middle. And that cuts the lead to 24-10. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they have been the better of the two sides to this point with a 2-score lead. 4th quarter of this Super Bowl. And the Lombardi Trophy within reach as they start this drive 1st and 10. Give them a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. 5 men in the secondary now for the Falcons on 3rd down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down. And a timeout here. Timeout taken, whistles blown. Timeout taken by the receiving team. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter. They'll try and run for it. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Steps away. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A big play there. 63 yards. And the Chiefs are feeling good as they extend their lead in this Super Bowl. The extra point up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From the 10. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And it's becoming more and more apparent that this is just not going to be their night. That Lombardi trophy so close, but the expectations simply have not matched the results as they start on this drive, 1st and 10. He'll wind up losing 3 there on the sack. Good pressure, and it's 2nd down. They'll set up a throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. A fight for it, and this is caught. What a catch. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 54 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And he's going to go down again. It'll go as a loss of 3 on the sack, and it brings up 3rd down. They're going to look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the 1st at about the 21. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. From 21 yards away. And the Falcons have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Wow, talk about a big 4th down conversion for the score defensively. How do you let that happen?
I think you start with the offense, and you give them credit for going for it and having that type of, well, let's face it, audacity. But defensively, I think you're right on target, partner. There's no way something like that's supposed to happen in that situation. You're supposed to be able to shut that down and get the ball back for your own team. Instead, they give up not just a big play, but a touchdown.
They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. On the move to his left. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end. But now this game is over. And the Kansas City Chiefs are the Super Bowl champions. And when this moment comes, I think you look back at all the blood, sweat, and tears, the offseason, the workouts, training camp, week 1, 2, 3, all building up now to say you're a Super Bowl champion. It's worth it.
It certainly is, and rarely do we have a team that hoists a Lombardi trophy that didn't have their share of bumps along the way, didn't have to face some adversity in the journey, and now they get to just enjoy it and revel in it. And all offseason, they'll be signing their autographs with Super Bowl champion underneath it.
And they are the Super Bowl champs. The Lombardi trophy is theirs, and so are bragging rights for an entire season. What a season it has been. Feels like we have been there every step of the way. Our entire crew doing a wonderful job. Thanks to my broadcast partner, Charles Davis. For all those guys, I'm Brandon Gaudin signing off. We'll talk to you next season right here on EA Sports.